Hello, this is Heather from The Reading Mama, and I am struggling to film this video. This is a sort of May TBR, so please bear with me if I try to go through this quickly. I have done this multiple times now, and also please ignore my lovely mess. So, in May, I am prioritizing reading library books because I have a lot checked up from the library right now and more coming. So, I'm going to go through these as quickly as possible. Keep in mind, some of them are pre-reads for my homeschool and some are just for fun. So first up I have In Search of Dark Ages, which I don't know where I heard about it, but we're studying Middle Ages next year, so I probably will not read this whole book unless it's just phenomenal. I will read portions of it and decide whether or not it's to be used in our homeschool and then purchase and use it. Next up, I'm also prioritizing reading these more Purgo books that I've had out for months, and they're probably going to put me on some kind of list if I don't return them to the library soon. I love Michael Moore Purgo, and I have Arthur, High King of Britain, Joan of Arc, Beowulf, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and Robin of Sherwood. And I started reading Robin of Sherwood and it was weird. It was like a time travel kind of thing going on, maybe dream sequence, I don't know. It was hard to get into. Hopefully I can do that soon. I thought these were picture books when I got them, but they are not. These are chapter books, okay? So they are gonna take a little longer for me to read, but I'm hoping to read through some of them, again, to use for our homeschool, because I do like Michael Morpurgo's writing. He wrote War Horse, if you're curious. I'm also hoping to read an Agatha Christie. It's been a couple months since I read an Agatha Christie. I love them. So I got a Miss Marple and a Hercule Poirot. I've not read any Miss Marples yet, so I'm going to give her a shot, see if I like her. And if not, I've got a Hercule Poirot for backup. So we'll see how those go. Then I have some Christian fantasy. The Door Within. I don't know anything other than this is Christian fantasy. And, you know, that can either be really good or it can be really not good. The first sentence says, "The first sword missed Aiden's head by an inch." It's an exciting start, if nothing else. So I'm gonna read through this. I'm always looking for good fantasy and Christian books for my kids. So that's up. Then I have Ember Gold, which is from Enclave Publishing, which I have read. Every book I've read from Enclave, I have loved. Absolutely loved. I believe this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but do not take my word for that. I'm not sure. I've had this out, so this also needs to be a priority because I've had it out for quite a while. The first sentence says, "The first time I saw the dragon, I was 8 years old." Okay, I don't know, not giving me much, but I'm interested to read. I've just seen so many people recommending this, and so I'm excited to read that, hopefully soon. I have another Enclave Publishing. This is Truth Cursed by Angie Dickinson, who also has a book out, Starblessed, which looks phenomenal. But per my usual, I like to go back and read the author's first books. And so this is one of her first books, Truth Cursed, and it is from Enclave Publishing again. I loved everything from them, so I'm probably gonna love this. Christian writing, I don't know anything about this story. Absolutely nothing. I'm really enjoying going blind into things. Oh, funny, this one also starts at 8 years old. I was only 8 years old when my aunts cursed me. Well, that sounds horrible. But also interesting. It's giving me some Sleeping Beauty vibes there. But I have no clue what it's about, but I'm interested to read it. And I have another indie Christian author. So we had Rochelle Nelson and Angie Dickinson, who are indie Christian authors. And then we have Alyssa Zavalianos. Sorry if I butchered your name. This is a series called The Earth Treader, and it is a thicker book than I was expecting. I'm excited to read her. I've been following her on Instagram for a while and really wanted to pick up one of her books, and luckily my library happened to have the first in this series, so I'm going to give it a shot. I also do own one of her books. I recently purchased, and I just haven't had time to read it, so I'm hoping to get into it. I don't really know anything about this story either. The first sentence is, "Merry birthday, Ryla." Ryla? I don't know. There's an Earth Lore section and a prologue also. And that talks about a battlefield. I really don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is fantasy. It's kind of got dystopian vibes, but I don't know, maybe. So we'll see. There's a cat on the cover. That's random. So yeah, we're going on there. Then I have some school books here. I have Augustine Went to Kent, which may or may not work for our family. I don't know. I read another book by this author and I ended up DNFing it because it just was strongly against some of our religious values as our family. Not that it was bad writing or anything, it was just not something I wanted my kids to read for school. So we'll see how this one goes. I also have this Christian, no, but not Christian, this indie author. I don't think it's Christian, maybe she is, who knows? Joa Press, I have no clue. The Girl Who Looked Beyond the Stars, the Sheena Meyer series. I know nothing about this series. Nothing about it. I think I saw it on here. First sentence is, "I never wanted to be special." I don't know, maybe. So it's got a moon, it's got a girl, talks about stars. I thought, I like space things. So we'll see what it is. It's a short read, so I had that on there. And another school book I may or may not get to. Dan Jones, The Plantagenets, The Warrior Kings and Queens Who Made England. Again, I will read portions of this and decide if it's something I want to continue. That's kind of how I go with school things. Then I have Spy Family, which is a graphic novel. And I saw this recommended, I think, by Chantel. Again, if in general, when I don't know who recommended it, I assume it was Chantel. And I'm not big on graphic novels, but I'm willing to give it a try. So I'm gonna see what it is. I'll see if I enjoy it. Oh, I guess I should do your first sentence. Everyone has a secret self they don't show to other people. Ooh, that's a very intriguing beginning. It's gonna be tricky reading it backwards from my perspective. Then I have a Jamie Jo Wright, which looks intriguing. You know, I'm on a Jamie Jo Wright kick. On the Cliffs of Foxglove Manor. This is one of her least creepy titles because a lot of them are like haunting and ghostly. And this takes place during the Civil War. They're usually like a historical fiction meets modern. I don't know if this one jumps as well. Yes, to present day. So it has two dual timelines, and they're usually mysteries. The first sentence takes place in 1985 and says he had ruined death for her and the hope of it. Well, that's intriguing and also creepy because she apparently really likes creepy things. And then last but not least, I have the Terry Blackstock series for If I Run. I got book one. I was at the library yesterday. I saw the other two books and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get the whole series because I'm a series binger. And Chantel recommended this. I saw, I think, Taylor at Tales with Taylor recommended it. And a couple other people have recommended this author. And so I'm like, I'm a series binger. I should probably just go ahead and get the whole series. I know nothing about this. Oh, dear heavens. Did I get large print? I think I did. Oh, I hate large print. Chapter 1 says, there's blood on the bottom of my shoes. Well, that's intriguing. I don't know anything other than that. Casey Cox's DNA is all over the crime scene. She has to flee before she's arrested. So, yeah, this is a thriller. So I have If I Run, If I'm Found, and If I Live. I think that's the order. These are Christian author mystery thriller. So I will hopefully, get to that. And those are my library books that I have right now. Like I said, I have a few more that are coming in. I just got pinged with, it always happens right after you leave library. I think 3 more books came in today. And so May is going to be Conquer the Library Stack Month. I will come back with another video with my specific May TBR because, you know, I have all those challenges and things that I have set up. Some of these fall in that category and some of them do not. But that is what I am doing here. So I also currently have 8 audiobooks on Libby checked out and 1 on Hoopla. It's a ridiculous amount of books and I need to get reading. So I'm going to hop off this video. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.